Alec, you need a seat. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your stream crew is at Lou Scott Stadium on the campus of Penncrest High School. And our stream team is Goody Marcuson with his assistant Cade Marcuson. We all have, and in the booth with us is Alec Eskin, Ben Hoyt, Pat Patterson, and yours truly, Don Mink. Garnet Valley will be taking on the Penncrest Lions, who are 2-4 under new head coach Ryan Smith. He was previously the head coach at Chichester for 9 years. The Jags are 5-3 after the 56-28 win over Conestoga last week. And Penncrest lost to Radnor last week, 54-21. Pat, it's a chilly night for football.
Yes, the first good night for football here. The temperatures are dipping down into the 50s. It's a little bit of a wind going right through the end zone, blowing right at the scoreboard tonight. So if there's any risky kicking going on, it's probably going to be down at that end of the field. If there's any kicking at all. Yeah, the Penncrest comes in here very challenged. They're down to about 30 or so dressed tonight for the game. They've had a tough go of it this year. Ryan Smith, though, got a lot of respect for that young coach. He's coming off of time at Chichester, where they really tried to build something and got that program back on track. Hopefully he can work some magic here at Penncrest and help to recruit some more participation in the program and get their numbers up and bring Penncrest back to the kind of program that we're used to seeing over the past many years we've been doing this. So
the captains are meeting in the center of the field with the officials. For the coin toss, we see one of potential starters is dressed in street clothes with just his jersey on. That's number 12, Kevin Mills, who's a wide receiver, and also their kicker. So another body down for Penncrest. Garnet Valley outnumbers Penncrest players about 3-1. Penncrest has been outscored on an average of 3-1 this season. So it's, from a numbers standpoint, it looks like this should be a Garnet Valley game.
Garnet Valley, I guess, won the toss, deferred. Oh, we got an umpire referee mic'd up tonight.
And all we got was echoes from him.
We'll take this time here before the national anthem to thank our game sponsor tonight, the Concordville Inn. Alex Hionis and Steve Angeline just completed some fantastic renovations at the Concordville Inn in the bar restaurant area. And always a great friend of the community and great friend of Garnet Valley football and home of so many Garnet Valley banquets. Back with more after the anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for drum major Tim Spiata and the Penncrest Roaring Lions Marching Band.
Garnet Valley, dressed in their white uniforms with garnet numbers, will be going across your TV screen, your computer screen, left to right. Penncrest in black uniform, black
Pants.
It's a hard word to come up with.
Gray jerseys.
Gray jerseys and yellow and red numbers.
Not that you can't see that on your TV screen right now, but
Garnet Valley will be kicking. Bryce Stansfield the kick, and the wind is hit at his back. So their Penncrest deep man is inside the 10. Bryce hits it away, and it's taken at the 12. Out across the 20, and he slides down at about the 27, 28-yard line.
looks like he just slipped there on the crossing the 25 and slid. He didn't have much further to go anyway, but
First and 10 for the Lions. Ball on the 29-yard line. Jimmy Cage, a quarterback for Penncrest.
Jimmy Cage is the only back in the backfield. Split. Quick throw to the outside. Intercepted. Oh, dropped.
Oh.
It was in Bryce Stansfield's hands, but he could not control it.
Pass is incomplete.
yeah, that was just too easy. Right at Bryce Stansfield. Timing pattern, just a quick pass from Cage. Stansfield really the only one that could have caught it.
Second and 10.
Same formation, man in motion this time. Cage tries to run it up the middle himself. Little or no gain.
Cage on the quarterback keeper. Picks the yard.
Like Max Bruette and Alec Westberg on the tackle. Third and 10.
Westberg in there tonight in the middle. You got Mitchell Mazzaros and Sam Morin rounding out that
Third and 9 for the Lions.
down lineman for the Jags tonight. No Evan Hrivnak this evening.
Back to throw again. Cage throws incomplete low.
Quick 3 and out for Penncrest. Jaguar defense pretty staunch there.
Number 3 is Reese Malik. Number 32 is
Brennan Count, back to punt for the
I
Lions.
think they'll set up a wall.
Jake Morin. Brennan Count, the punt. Just gets it off. Jake Morin calls fair catch at about the 48-yard line of Penncrest, where Garnet Valley will put it in play.
That's a tough catch to make at this level. Come flying up in all kinds of traffic. Did a nice job concentrating and corralling that thing for some good field position for Garnet Valley to start.
Ryan Gallagher will start at quarterback.
First and 10 for the Jaguars. Ryan Gallagher, a quarterback for Garnet Valley.
Reynolds and Jake Morin in the backfield. Counter to Reese Malik, who gets little or nothing.
Reese Malik on the carry.
Just started up with a counter. Looked a little confused in there, but they
Jaguars pick up
Did a nice job there. Will Steiner, I saw, number 72, the defensive tackle.
Second and 9. Jake Morin, the lone back this time. Takes it right up the middle, first down and beyond, into about the 35-yard line.
Morin on the carry. Reyes on the stop.
And
Jaguars pick up the first down.
as Jerry Montello would have been quick to point out there, you had the defense outnumbered on this wing if they were thinking about throwing the football. But as we know, few and far between.
Little motion on Garnet Valley, I believe.
Fire snap. Full scoring. On the offense. 5-yard penalty. No first down.
That official is mic'd, and all we get is a boom, 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 boom.
It's like he's landing a spaceship every time
Yes.
he turns the mic on.
So first and 15 from the 40. Jake Morin straight ahead, picks up about 8.
Morin up the middle.
Sam
Reyes
Morin,
again on the stop.
so on the paper today, the Delco Times today, Sam Morin is averaging about 8 yards a carry for the season. Ryan Gallagher is averaging almost 10 yards a carry for the season.
Oh,
Taken down right away
Reynolds on the
Reynolds.
is Greg Reynolds, number 21.
carry. Ryan Loper on the stop for the Lions.
Ryan Loper on the tackle. It will be 3rd and 6. Because of the short numbers of players in total for Penncrest, many of their players go both ways. Garnet Valley spreads the field a little bit. Fake to Jake. Gallagher keeps it himself. Picks up about 2. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Penncrest defense doing a nice job here
Yes, they are.
on the Jags. Jags just hitting right at the middle of the of their defense, and Penncrest answering. Of course, this is 4-down territory here.
It'll be 4th and 3. Tight formation.
Loaded up.
Loaded to the
over
right
to the right
side.
side, yeah. And go the other way to the short side of the field. Nope.
Gallagher keeps and is short of the first down, I believe.
Maybe sure, yeah.
Reyes on the stop for Penncrest. Penncrest will take over.
So Garnet Valley's first possession, they get 1 first down, but
Yeah.
turn it over on downs on the second set of downs.
Great stand by that Penncrest defense.
First and 10 for Penncrest.
Definitely outsized along the line and played well, played quick, got themselves the ball back.
Jimmy Cage, number 7, the quarterback, is a 6-foot, 160-pound sophomore. His brother, David, is a wide receiver who is injured and unable to play. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Austin Hines, the intended receiver.
Austin Hines, the intended receiver.
You can see they're just trying to get the ball out quick on timing patterns and quick outs, quick slants, and they just have not been able to connect or hang on to the football. Got a backfield now.
Yeah. 3 people in the backfield. Cage.
Oh, jeez.
Cage turned to his right to
Yeah.
hand off, and the running back went to his left.
Yeah,
Cage on the quarterback keeper.
they were doing a little motion there and a shotgun snap to Cage, which looked like it was going to be a read option, but running back went the other way. Kind of left Cage there on his own.
Cage comes to the sideline, gets the play from Coach Ryan Smith. Back into the
Third
huddle.
and 13.
7 minutes left to play in the first quarter. There is no score.
I did see because I was waiting for everybody else, and then he made like a quick move around him, and he did beat him at the end.
Michael did or just for the half of the kids?
No, Michael won.
Okay.
Yeah, by a little bit. And we have
Cage is trying to set the play. Looks like they're going to have to call timeout. And they do before they get penalized for delay of game.
5 snap. Delay game.
They already got the delay of game before the timeout.
There was a timeout before the delay game.
Oh, there was a timeout before the delay call.
That's good.
3rd and 12. Quick shout out to Dave Hoyt, who is making the long distance trip to the game tonight, flying in from O'Hare in Chicago. And as soon as he landed, which was about a half an hour ago, he was going to drive out to the directly to the Penncrest football field.
In a game with some serious District 1 implications, the both undefeated Downingtown West and undefeated Downingtown East playing tonight, and Downingtown East off to an early 7-0 lead over West. That game in the first quarter.
Of course, we saw Downingtown West that first game of the year, and they're a darn good team. And
Yep.
Downingtown East is outstanding as well as Coatesville in that Chessmont. Man in motion. He sets. Cage rolls this way. Here comes the rush. He throws. Caught.
Oh, nice catch.
Out to the 35-yard line, short of the first down.
Pass is complete to Austin Hines.
Ryan Saunders on coverage.
Lions pick up 11.
Austin Hines with the reception there. Nice job controlling the football and a little bit of traffic.
Brennan Kaut, the kicker. Jake Morin Jake Morin is the lone defender. Oh,
Yeah,
there goes Reese Malik back in to receive. The kick is away, and they let it roll.
Good call.
So, ball rolls dead at the 26-yard line of Garnet Valley.
Martin sprinting up to try to make that catch again. Thought better of it. Got out of the way, which is definitely a good call that time. That was a knuckleball of a kick.
So that possession, Penncrest flipped the field at least. Garnet Valley took over at the Penncrest 48 before. Now Garnet Valley's in the second possession is taking over at the Penncrest, or at their own 26-yard line. Greg Reynolds and Jake Morin in the backfield. Quick pitch to the outside. Greg Reynolds gets about 2.
That's Brennan Kaut on the stop for Penncrest.
Brennan Kaut,
Greg Reynolds
who was a sophomore and apparently a heavily recruited lacrosse player.
Showed some good closing speed there. Tracking down Reynolds before he could turn the corner.
2nd and 8. Gallagher keeps. First down, 40. Cuts out to about the 41-yard line.
Gallagher was a little surprised at how wide open he was.
There was nobody there.
And he just figured out, hey, I better take off here.
According to Delco Times stats in this morning's paper, Ryan Gallagher has had 41 carries coming into the game. an average of over 10 yards a carry, or just under 10 yards a carry for the season.
There it
Counter.
is.
Reese
Oh.
Malik down the sideline,
Is
cuts it back in,
No, it's
cuts
coming
it back
back.
in, and is there a flag?
Yep, it's coming back. There was a little scrum at the 50-yard line, and I
Touchdown.
think they're going to call holding on
Holding
Garnet Valley.
On
Yeah.
Garnet Valley.
Yeah, I couldn't get the number, but one of the linemen actually looked like it was a good block, but they went to the ground, and
On the offense. 10 yards and
so
five
the
foul.
referee was right there, so he must have saw him either holding him down or.
So it was a spot foul. The foul was up the field, so it would be placed at the Garnet Valley 39-yard line, where it will be 1st and 11.
Ooh.
Ryan Gallagher had a stutter count that time, and a number of players jumped offside. They're calling it against Garnet Valley.
Oh. He was induced,
Head nod, perhaps.
perhaps.
Something. I didn't see any of the Garnet Valley players move.
No, but about 3 Penncrest guys did, so I don't know what they saw.
1st and 16,
But a
From the Garnet
twitch
Valley.
of the football from the center, maybe?
34-yard line.
1st and 17 for the Jaguars.
Two wide receivers to the top of your screen. Ryan Gallagher follows Jake Moore into the hole and breaks 3 down the left sideline and cuts it back in
Oh,
at the
nice
20
block. Wow.
and gets in for a Garnet Valley touchdown.
Did they throw a flag on that?
59
Yeah,
yards.
that one's coming back too. They threw a flag. It was a great block by Jake Moore, and I don't know what they're gonna say if he clipped him or if it was one of those blindside things. But illegal block.
Again, a spot foul from
Yep.
mark it off from where the foul occurred.
Still be good for the first down. But
On the offense.
Block in the
10
back.
yards and five
yeah,
foul. First down.
watch the film. That would be questionable.
1st and 10 for Garnet Valley. At the Penncrest 36. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. No score.
1st and 10 for the Jaguars.
Reese Malik.
Penncrest called
Oh,
timeout.
Penncrest called timeout. Reese Malik stood up out of his formation. I thought, what is he doing?
Penncrest calls timeout.
Take this opportunity again to thank our sponsor tonight, the Concordville Inn. Good friends of the football program, great friends of Garnet Valley community. The football team has had their end of the year banquet there every year since we've been doing this. Always do a great job with that, but newly renovated bar restaurant area. Tons of TVs. I think they're getting the NFL ticket in there eventually as well, and good place to catch the game, good place to catch these games. They stream these games live, and also after the game, always have a good special for Jaguar fans. If you tell them you were at the game, they'll treat you right. Thank you again,
Family
Alex
and
Steve.
friends of the Garnet Valley football
1st
program.
and 10 for Garnet Valley.
That's our private party was going. Chip there.
Pass down the sideline
Yeah.
to Reynolds. He steps out of bounds. He was wide open. He caught it. but stepped out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Garnet Valley picks up 11 and the first down.
Yeah, that's, I guess it was Malik in the slot, and then Reynolds down the side. There's only one guy to cover him, so Reynolds was wide open.
A swing pass out of the backfield, and he was wide open. Jake Morin up the middle, inside the 10 to the 5, touchdown. 25-yard touchdown run by Jake Morin.
No flags.
25-yard run for Jake Morin.
Jags had to get into the end zone 3 times to get one touchdown to stick.
Reese Malik the hold. Bryce Stansfield the kick. Penncrest was offsides.
Stansfield puts it through the uprights, flags down.
They must have made contact, otherwise it would have been a declinable penalty.
Encroachment on defense. It is declined. Drive the point.
They can still decline it, but it was a dead ball foul, so they have to kick it again.
Kick is good. Garnet Valley leads 7-0 with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Steve Romito checking in from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nathan Much, please report to the press
Or
box.
the
Nathan Much.
affluent suburbs thereof.
So Garnet Valley leads 7-0. 4 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the first quarter. High floating kick, come down to the 15, taken at the 15, and tackled right at the 25-yard line by a host of Garnet Valley players.
Cam Vaughn brings it out across the 25-yard line.
Looked like Jack Wooten and Evan Fenster in on the tackle. 1st and 10 for Penncrest at their own 25. Wide receiver to top and bottom of your screen. Fake. Here comes a pass.
Ooh.
Incomplete. It's a fake to the running back and a slant-in pattern.
Yeah.
Finds the intended receiver.
Good job by Bussenkill getting there right at the same time as the football and making a nice breakup on that.
They ran that play often last week against Radnor. Cage, back to throw again. Looking to run, and will be snowed under. Loss of about 4. Sam Morin, the first on the contact, along with Alec Westberg.
Morin makes the tackle.
Will be 3rd and 13.
Good pressure right up the middle by a couple of those guys, and Marin the first to get there.
I guess we can expect little or no rushing attempts by Sam tonight if he's
3rd
playing
and 13.
defensive tackle.
Yeah.
He's not likely to play a whole lot of offensive running back.
All those brothers over there at outside linebacker, but what was this? That's usually delay a game here. If coming from
Delay game.
Delay a game.
yeah.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Guys in a
3rd and 18.
deep hole here. I don't know if you just try to get a little back and kick it out of there, or
2 wides to each side.
quick kick.
Looks like they're expecting a quick kick or something. Or just letting them catch it and
Yeah.
keep them short of the first down, which they did.
Pass is complete to Dylan
Alex
White.
Nicolaitis makes the tackle,
Alex Nicolaitis makes the tackle.
and the PA announcer agreed with me.
See how many times that happens.
Count to punt. Sam or Jake. Oh,
they blocked
it's
it.
blocked.
I was just gonna say, number 12 covered it. Dylan Hogan.
Dylan Hogan, our punter, scores a touchdown.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that the first 2 punts, Garnet Valley seemed to be more interested in getting to the punter than they were to setting up any kind of return. And I guess they saw something on film that time. You saw it pay off. They got through and got the block, the scoop, and the score.
And the kick is good. Garnet Valley leads 14-0 with 2:43 left to play in the first quarter.
That touchdown brought to you by Joseph Anthony Retreat Spa and Salon in Glen Mills, Pennsylvania on Baltimore Pike. Joe Gagliotti and the gang donating $100 for every Garnet Valley touchdown.
Shout out to Gail and Rich Castafaro, who are viewing tonight, and also George and Ruth Ann Winter, who are viewing tonight. Grampy Marn, who always tunes in from his home in Maine to see his grandsons play. Sam and Jake. Bryce Stansfield the kick. High. Coming down at the 15-yard line. 24.
That's Cameron out across the 32-yard line. Brian Bradley makes the stop.
Cam Vaughn was the
Yep.
runner, number 24. Too many men in the huddle. They had 12 men on the field during the huddle. The guy did not get off the field, so it's a 5-yard penalty.
There he goes.
Prior to snap, illegal substitution on the offense. 12 men in the huddle. First down.
Penncrest kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit in the penalty department. A lot of the delay a game and procedure and those kinds of penalties just add up, do not help.
Fake. Throw out to the side.
Nice catch.
Nice catch. Nice tackle by C.J. Wood. So it's no gain.
Pass is complete
No.
to Brennan Kelp.
He did a nice job getting rid of it. He was getting hit just as he threw the ball and got it out there. Good concentration by the receiver to hang on, but also a real nice tackle to make it a no-gainer.
Cage. Hands off.
Oh, jeez.
And he snowed under the running back. Stand check. Oh, that was Cam Vaughn, number 24.
That was
Up the middle.
Sam Marin and Alec Westberg drove their blockers so far back into the backfield that they clogged up the play themselves. And they were able to tackle the ball carrier along with a lineman.
3rd and 17. Cage is the only man in the backfield. Man in motion. Throw over the middle. Almost intercepted. Incomplete.
Whoa,
They call it completion?
what'd they say? Complete
Pass is
and then a
complete to
fumble?
Austin Hines.
Oh, maybe that's okay. It was a
Hines pick up 8.
deflected and caught by Penncrest
Down for
receiver.
Penncrest.
I thought the second man picked it up off the ground.
Yeah, looked like that. The only other thing they could have said was that it was a catch and a fumble.
Jake Morin and Reese Malik are deep. Count the kick.
Again,
Blocked by Hogan, who scored the touchdown on the previous block punt.
yeah. Penncrest needs to get a tight punt formation going here. That
Brendan Henry recovers the football at the Penncrest.
Garnet Valley the last 2 times has gone through a bit unchecked.
38-yard line.
The Garnet Valley takes over at the Penncrest 38 with 23.9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Garnet Valley leads 14-0. Looks like Evan Fenster in the backfield on that run. It was.
Fenster on the carry. Reyes on the stop.
Jags got into their hurry up.
We're not even set on the chain. How are you guys?
Fenster again. Runs over a tackler, picks up about 15 down to about the
Fenster
10-yard
on the
line.
Tough run. Jags and jumped into a real hurry. Oh, they ran it down.
The end of the first quarter. Garnet Valley will put it in play at the Penncrest 11 to start the second quarter.
Get a text message from the real Mr. Garnet Valley himself, Mike Schmidt, class of 75. Said, can you give a shout out to Gail and Steve Dorash watching at home? Gail and Steve, shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Consider it done.
It's done. Mike Schmidt, man, he goes to every Garnet Valley
Yes, he does.
event, every sport, every special event.
It'll be Evan Fenster and Greg Reynolds in the backfield behind Ryan Gallagher to start the second quarter. Garnet Valley looks like it's ready to come out. It is.
Yeah.
As soon as they blow the whistle, Garnet Valley is going to snap the ball. Strong to the right. Oh, he was dropping back the pass
Yeah.
to a wide open Reese Malik, but he was Gallagher was tripped up for a loss of a couple yards. He had Reese Malik wide open, but
Yep.
he was down on his knees.
I don't know what he tripped over, whether it was one of the linemen backing up, doing his pass blocking drop, or what. But yeah, that was a
Now Reese Malik goes wide to the top of your screen. Straight ahead. Fenster. Touchdown. 16-yard touchdown. 14-yard touchdown.
Fencer into the Garnet Valley touchdown. 15-yard run for the Jaguars.
Lance Schwartz and Tyler Sparks had a double team on that play on a kid that weighs about 140 pounds. That's just not fair. Right?
So, no.
We got 225 and 285. That's a lot.
I saw that in the some of the stats that were in the Delco Times today that Garnet Valley was averaging 305 yards per game rushing. They're first in the county.
Yep.
And
Please make your way to the press box. Thank you.
Strathaven is second, and they're almost 50 yards per
Yeah.
game less. And they're certainly not going to hurt that average based on what we see here tonight.
No.
And Garnet Valley is third in defensing the rush, giving up only 69.7 yards per carry. And they have smothered Penncrest thus far. Bryce Stansfield hits it high, taking it about the 20. Oh, closing fast.
Yeah.
Number 27, Ryan Saunders. Did a great job there on the special teams.
Tim and Laura Pulte also checking in, sitting home watching,
First and 10 for the line.
keeping an eye on their son Jack, one of the assistant coaches. Oof.
Sam Morin drops the runner for a 3-yard loss.
Left side.
Tell you, these last three series, Sam Marin is spending more time in the backfield than Cage.
Defensive front tonight is Sam Morin, Alec Westberg,
Mazzaros.
Pass to the outside, incomplete. Jake Morin throws him down in case the pass was backward. It would
Well,
be a
I think
backward
they are.
pass.
They're calling it that.
Yes. Good play by Jake. That's a loss of about 10 yards on the play. A completed backward pass.
3rd and long for Penncrest.
So at 3rd and 20 plus, 3rd and 23.
Just going the wrong way here on this series.
Garnet Valley's defensive backs drop back, give them room to catch it underneath. Oh my!
Geez.
They tried to set up a screen pass
Pass is complete
to
Jake
Vaughn,
Moran.
and once again, Jake Moran was right
Jake
there.
Moran brings him down.
The ball's
Vegas.
at the 6. So
These guys
it's
just don't
4th
have any
and-
answers for
4th
this.
and 24.
Garnet Valley defense has been incredible right here.
Jake Moran and Reese Malik are standing at the Penncrest 35. A low snap, and the ball's kicked out of bounds. I don't think it made the 20-yard line.
And then it looked like Dylan Hogan kind of pulled up a bit, where he might have been right in no man's land if he had tried to get it and missed. But I think the punter had that in his mind.
Oh, yeah, he's
That
had
he
2
had to-
punts blocked.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it, so it's almost the same thing. He just rushed it and off the side of his foot. Jags with excellent field position here again.
At the 21-yard line of Penncrest. 2 wide receivers away from us. Oh, Sam Warren is in at running back,
Yeah.
but that was... Oh, Greg Reynolds on the carry.
Steiner. 2nd and 12 for the Jaguars.
Split wide is Cole Parsons. Ball's given off to Stan Moran, who's inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. So Sam didn't hurt his 8-yard per carry average on the season.
Sam Moran up the middle. Brings up a 1st and goal for Garnet Valley.
1st and goal at the 8.
Ball on the Penncrest 8-yard line.
Strong left formation this time. Sam Moran gets it into the end zone.
Sam Moran goes in for the Garnet Valley touchdown.
Just a tough run, wide open in the middle. Those guys up front, once again, doing a great job. That Zach Green and Lance Schwartz, Tyler Sparks, Blaze McDaniel.
Stansfield kick is good, and Garnet Valley leads 28-0 with 8:21 left to play in the first half.
And that touchdown also brought to you by Joseph Anthony Retreat Spa and Salon. Yeah, after a little bumpy start in the first quarter, Jaguars just imposing their will on Penncrest. The defense stifling Penncrest like crazy here. They just can't seem to get things going. And
Defense and blocked punts
yeah,
have really shortened the field for Garnet Valley.
yep.
Bryce to kick it. Gets it away to about the same spot, the 15. Getting
Oh.
upfield and Getting out over the 30-yard line.
Nice job.
That's Cam Vaughn out across the 33-yard line for the Lions.
Cam Vaughn,
Stansfield and Henry.
5'9", 150-pound junior.
Penncrest sets up at its own 32-yard line.
First and 10 for Penncrest.
Cage back to throw. Rush is on.
Mazzaros.
Mazzaros. Sam Martin pushed his blocker right back into the quarterback's face, and Mitch Mazzaros cleaned up. 2nd and 17. That was a loss of 7.
Yeah, Sam Martin clocking in at 195 pounds, but all you young guys watching, if you notice where his center of gravity is and how low he is, he's definitely winning that position battle and driving these guys back wherever they can go.
Quick handoff.
Vaughn up the middle.
Vaughn picks up. No, right back to the line of scrimmage. Alec Westberg, the first to make contact, but a few of his friends helped,
Max Brouette on the stop for Garnet Valley.
including Max Brouette.
Yeah, number 24, Brouette, number 59, Gable have done a nice job in those middle linebacker spots. Helps when your linemen are taking up blockers like that.
Vaughn up the middle.
Vaughn loses another 2 on a 3rd and 17 play.
Mazzaros on the stop. Ladies and gentlemen,
Mitch
this
Mazzaros
is the Rose Tree Media School
Max
District.
Brouette
We're
on the
going to give
tackle.
A very special birthday shout out to Kenna Count. It is her 18th birthday today. Happy birthday, Kenna Count.
And we're going to give a shout out to Melissa Brouette.
Yeah, shout out and a thank you.
Line drive punt over the head of Jake Moore, and he just
Get away.
Gets away from it.
He thought about it. So, turned out to be a good punt for Penncrest. At least buy some breathing room for the defense.
Count's punt was 58 yards. I'll give a shout out
Count's
to Art
punt,
Roach,
that's-
who is Max Brouette's grandpappy over in Ridley. Ridley Raiders are taking on the Marple Newtown Tigers tonight at Marple Newtown. Look at this, up the middle. Oh no, Ryan kept it himself.
No, that's Fenster.
Pitched at the Fenster. Oh boy. I'll get it straight. This must be part of the game plan. Look how quickly they get back over the ball, but
Yeah, they
Garnet
got
Valley had an injured player.
Well, they also have to let that. That's Schwartz. They also had to. The Jags were up, and if it wasn't for Schwartz's getting shaken up, they still beat the chain gang up to the ball. And the referee can't whistle the ball in play without the chain gang being in place.
Strong right formation, but they come left. And here goes Greg Reynolds out down the sideline and touchdown.
Wow.
a
Greg Reynolds off right side.
65-yard
5
run.
yards, yeah.
65 for the Jaguar.
Reynolds carried 10 times last week for 151 yards. That's a 15-yard average and 3 TDs.
Well, that didn't do anything to hurt it right there.
Bryce Stansfield kick is good, and Garnet Valley leads 35-0.
And those other Central League scores, that game you were talking about, Ridley and Marple. Ridley up 7-0. Looks like the first quarter. Up in the Suburban 1 League in District 1, the undefeated Souderton and North Penn tied at 0. That's a first quarter score. I don't think these scoreboards are being maintained properly tonight with that might be a little better. As Ben Hoyt predicted, Plymouth Whitemarsh having a little trouble with Cheltenham. Cheltenham leading 7-0 there in the second quarter. Plymouth Whitemarsh undefeated.
Another very special shout out tonight. Happy anniversary to Bob and Jane Steiner. Somewhere between their 4th and 7th anniversary.
Coatesville is up on Avon Grove 14-0. That also in the second quarter. Downingtown West and Downingtown East tied at 14 in the second quarter. Haverford all over Harriton 35-0. That game in the second quarter. Ridley and Marple tied 14-14.
Ball was snapped at the 36. Garnet Valley tackled the runner at the 33.
That's Souderton North Penn score. Souderton 21, North Penn 20 in the second quarter.
What was that score, Pat?
Souderton 21, North Penn 20 in the second quarter.
I don't believe here in the second quarter that on a single rush by Penncrest that they've gained a yard. They've gone backwards on almost every
Absolutely, yeah. Either through a penalty or the Jags just be it in the backfield, and yeah, we've had second and third and a couple third and forevers where we saw the Garnet Valley defense just drop back to the first down marker, and Penncrest just having a real trouble managing up front on the line against the Garnet Valley defense, and that just allows the rest of the linebackers in the secondary to just size things up and make plays.
Michael Sislow and Steve Patterson are now in the defensive backfield for
I
Garnet
was
Valley.
waiting for him to get in.
Pass coming, incomplete, over the head of the intended receiver.
Pass is incomplete.
Stanchek.
Patterson on the coverage. Always wanted to hear that.
Brendan Boyce is in the defensive backfield as well. No, he's playing linebacker. Luke Lassick is in. Oh no, it's Will Resnewski is in at linebacker. 3rd and 13. Stop, pass, catch, tackle.
There it is.
Pass is complete to Austin Hines.
Patterson on the tackle.
By
Yeah.
Student Patterson.
4th and
No.
8.
No relation, folks. Just rooting for my namesake. Strathaven up on Springfield 15-0.
4th down. Penncrest going for it. And here, rush. And Mazzaros and
Westberg.
meet at the quarterback back at the 30-yard line. Garnet Valley takes over at the Penncrest 30.
Mazeros and Westberg converge for the sack.
Shout out to Joe McGrule, who regularly watches, along with another regular watcher, Jim Litwa. It's like Sam Marn and Evan Fenster in the backfield.
1st and 10 for Valley. Ball on the
With-
Penncrest 32.
Ryan Gallagher, strong right formation. Sam Morin takes it off tackle and then outside, runs through 2 tackles, runs through 4 tackles.
A flag over here at the line of
Moore on the
scrimmage.
carry. Flags down.
It's like a face mask on somebody.
And so
In the
far away
pile.
from the play.
Yeah, it was in the blocking pile, and then someone got hands on a face in there. That was a
Hands to the
hands
face.
to the face, yeah.
So it'll be 1st and about 15.
Illegal hands to the face. Called on the Jaguars.
Fenster and Sam Marn. Sam Marn's the second man. He could have run around them, but he ran over the tackler who did bring him down.
Sam
Yeah.
Morin
I
on
just-
the carry.
Made a speed bump and rolled him over.
Austin Hines on the stop.
Austin Hines, number 22, the tackler. So it's second and about 7. Sam looking for running room, finds it. Nice spin move. And inside the 10-yard line to about the 9.
Well,
Sam Morin.
tough running in there.
13-yard run. Sam takes himself out of the game. A slight limp. And his brother Jake replaces him.
The guy's looking at me like I'm crazy.
1st and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line.
So it's Jake Marn and Evan Fenster in the backfield. Fenster into the end zone. Great block by Lance.
Right off the left side of the
Evan
offense.
Spencer in for the Garnet Valley touchdown.
Offensive line there.
Lance Schwartz was driving the defensive tackle right back to the goal line. And Bryce Stansfield puts it through. It's 42-0. with 2:35 left to play in the first half. I suspect you're going to hear the second half of this game through teenagers' voices.
We've hit the mark.
The Ben Hoyt and Alec Eskin, unless they're holding out for bigger money, we'll do the second half tonight.
We'll, better they search through the roster for a lot of those names we're not used to saying.
Yes.
But yeah, the Jags Penncrest just a little bit outmanned tonight, and through lack of numbers and some injuries, they're decimated in different areas of their offense and defense. And
Zach Libator kicks off. Bounds down at the 7-yard line. Coverage by Garnet Valley. He gets across the 20.
Austin Hines brings it out across the 20-yard line for Penncrest.
Looks like Brendan Boyce and Aiden Emery on the tackle. Penncrest puts it in play at its own 23-yard line.
you got the Aiden Sanders in there at defensive tackle.
Positive rushing play.
Campbell on off right side. Luke Lassick makes the tackle. Penncrest picks up 5.
Luke Lassick or Will Resnewski?
I think it was Will Resnewski. The last time I saw Luke Lassick, he had a boot on.
Oh.
Check that. Vaughn picks up 6.
It's like a 5-man front that time.
Yeah. Oh.
Runner did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Vaughn up the middle.
Cole Parsons in on the tackle.
Sean Williams.
That was Sean Williams, number 9.
Jaguars.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 3 for the Lions.
Back to throw. Complete. First down.
Wow.
Pass is complete to Brennan Kelp. Penncrest picks up the first down.
Brendan Kaut, the receiver. Clock's running at 35 seconds. Here's a strong rush. Hanging on with one hand on the quarterback's ankle.
Grabbed some jersey and hung on there. Who's that?
Number 53.
53 is Brendan Henry. 5'9", 175-pound junior. Good technique in there. Just kind of bull rush and made an inside move and just hung on for dear life, and that's how the half's going to end. Jags up 42-0. That means there will be a running clock for the entire second half of the game. Jags, yeah.
Alec Eskin and
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ben
please
Hoyt will
welcome
bring it
to
to
the
you.
field the
They will
Garnet
bring you the
Valley
second
High
half
School
as
Jaguar marching band.
Jaguars, again,
The band is led
did a little
onto the
stutter
field
step
by
early in the
drum
game.
leaders Brandon Graney,
And
Christine
but since
Palmer,
then,
and
it's
Tom
just been all Garnet
Miller.
Valley on offense and defense.
Our field majors
Defense
are
giving
Janine
the
Albero
Jaguars the
and
ball with a
Sophic
short
Kapati.
field, and the Jags wasted no
Color
time
guard
getting in the
captains
end
are
zone
Jack
and
Canaro and Becca Moore.
kind of did what we
We are
expected.
proud to
And
present our 2019
Penncrest,
show
you got to give them a lot of credit
entitled
for just hanging in there. We're talking about how their numbers are down and
Our
the
show this year
injuries have
celebrates the
hurt them,
passion of
and
Latin music in its
they're
many forms.
as Coach Ricky
First,
says,
we
you
open with
still
the traditional street parade in the
prepare
spirit of the
to give them your
Brazilian
best.
Carnival.
Anything else would be
Energetic
disrespectful,
percussion will
and
draw you into the
you just
festivities
hope
to
that
be
they
carried away by the explosive
kind of
Latin
stick it
rhythms
out
melodies.
and keep building their
As our
program
great
and
festivities come to close,
and get
the
back
mood
at it
shifts
here.
to
But
emotional passion of the
I know there's
Colorado
another half to
Garnet
go,
Valley
but
Novus,
I think we're going to
featuring
see
trumpet soloist
all of the
Richard
backups
Dyer.
that are out there for
Next
both
is
teams.
bold, dramatic fanfare announcing
And
the
at-
final
and at
act
40
of our
yeah,
show.
42 to nothing,
The
it-
exciting and fiery passion
not
of
likely
the
to be a-
well-known classic, Malagueña.
A
We
close
thank you
final
for your
score.
attention, and
Right,
we hope you
right.
enjoy Garnet Valley Marching Band
we'll,
2019 show, Passion.
Check out. We'll keep the mics open so you can enjoy the Garnet Valley Band halftime show. And we'll be back for the second half in a little while.
Drum majors, is the band ready?
We hope you enjoy Garnet Valley High School Marching Band's 2019 show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Penncrest High School in the Rose Tree Media School District are proud to present the Penncrest Roaring Lions Marching Band! The band's under the direction of Mr. Greg Slater, along with drill designer Mr. Alan Reno, color guard coordinator Leanne Fields, and percussion coordinator John Paul Kuvar. Your drum majors for the 2019 season are Nick Bobo and Tim Spiata. In addition to our football performances, you can see the Roaring Lions perform with the Penncrest Festival of Bands right here on October 12th. Our parades include the Media Halloween Parade on October 26th, Veterans Day Parade on November 11th. We will compete in the PA State Championships at Westchester University on October 19th and conclude our season in Allentown at the USA Bands National Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, the Penncrest Roaring Lions Marching Band!